Today, we're talking about a feeling many English learners know well. You understand the question, but you can't answer fast.
You know what to say, but your brain freezes for a few seconds.
And when your answer is ready, the conversation has already moved on.
The answer comes too late.
If this happens to you, don't worry. It's very common and nothing is wrong with you.
Today, we'll explain why this happens and how to respond faster, without stress or overthinking.
Welcome to English Box, Easy English with Julia and Tom. This is the channel where you learn real English for real life, step by step, without pressure. I'm Julia, and I'm very happy you're here again today.
And I'm Tom. If you're listening right now, you're already doing something good for your English. This channel is for busy people who want to practice English in a calm and friendly way. Remember, small steps matter.
Yes, exactly. We speak slowly and clearly, so you can listen and practice anywhere, while cooking, cleaning, walking, or relaxing before sleep.
Here, we talk about simple, real-life topics and answer real questions English learners often have. You can listen, and you can also speak along with us to build confidence. And don't worry if you don't understand every word. Each time you listen and practice, your English improves a little. Over time, the progress becomes clear.
That's right. Our goal is to help you make English a small and easy habit. You don't need to study for hours. Sometimes just listening or repeating a few sentences is enough to train your brain and mouth.
Exactly. English is like exercise for your brain. A little practice every day works better than heavy practice all at once.
In this episode, we're talking about a very common feeling. Many learners say, I understand the question, but I can't answer fast.
Yes, someone asks you something in English and you understand it clearly, but then your brain suddenly freezes for 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds.
And by the time your answer is ready, the conversation has already moved on.
The answer comes after the conversation ends.
Exactly. When this happens, many people think, why am I so slow? Or why can't I speak naturally?
But this is very important to know. This problem is extremely common. It does not mean you were not smart, and it does not mean you don't know enough English.
Yes, you may have good vocabulary and good understanding. The issue is not intelligence, and it's not a lack of knowledge.
It's simply how the brain reacts under pressure. When we want to answer fast, the brain sometimes does the opposite.
So if this has happened to you, take a deep breath. Nothing is wrong with you.
You're just at the normal stage of learning spoken English.
And today, we're going to talk about why this happens and how to respond faster without forcing yourself or thinking too much.
Before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more free English lessons for you.
All right, get comfortable, maybe grab a drink or a snack, and let's begin. Why speed feels so hard?
Julia, many learners think that speaking fast means speaking good English. When they feel slow, they think their English level is low. Is that true?
Not at all. Speaking speed is not the same as English level. Many people understand English very well, but their speaking is slower because their brain is working too hard.
So being slow doesn't mean being weak in English.
Exactly. It often means you are overthinking. You are checking grammar, word choice, and pronunciation at the same time.
That sounds exhausting. No wonder the brain freezes sometimes.
Yes, and another big reason is translating in the head. You think in your own language first, then change it into English, and that takes time.
And while you're doing that, the conversation doesn't wait.
Right. This creates cognitive overload. That means your brain has too many tasks at once, so everything slows down.
It's like opening 10 apps on an old phone at the same time.
Exactly like that. Another reason speed feels hard is fear. Many learners are afraid of sounding wrong or making mistakes.
They want the perfect answer, so they wait too long.
Yes, and that pressure blocks natural speech. In real conversation, people don't expect perfect sentences. They want connection.
That's an important point. Conversation is about sharing meaning, not giving a perfect answer.
Right. This is where perfectionism can slow you down. Perfectionism means wanting everything to be correct before you speak.
But real conversations are not exams.
Exactly. Fast does not mean fluent, and slow does not mean bad. Fluent speakers are often clear, not perfect.
So the goal is not to speak faster than everyone else.
The goal is to be clear enough to be understood. Clear is better than perfect every time.
That feels much lighter already.
And when you remove pressure, your speed often improves naturally. What fluent speakers actually do.
Julia, many learners think fluent speakers speak fast because they know more words and grammar. They imagine fluent people are thinking very hard all the time. Is that true?
Actually, no. Fluent speakers are not thinking harder, they're thinking smarter. They use simple tools that help them speak without pressure.
What kind of tools?
First, they use short, ready-made responses. These are small phrases they don't need to think about, like, yeah, exactly, or I see what you mean.
So they're not building every sentence from zero.
Exactly. They don't plan full sentences in their head. They start speaking, and the rest follows naturally.
That sounds much easier than what learners usually do.
It is. Fluent speakers also buy time naturally. Buying time means giving yourself a moment to think without stopping the conversation.
Like saying, let me think, or that's a good question.
Yes, exactly. These phrases keep the conversation alive while your brain prepares the next idea.
So they're not silent, they're just smart about pausing.
Right. Silence can feel uncomfortable, but these small phrases make pauses feel normal and friendly.
Many learners think fluent speakers answer immediately with perfect English.
That's a myth. Fluent speakers hesitate, repeat, and change ideas too. They just do it naturally.
So fluency is not about speed or perfection.
It's about flow. Flow means the conversation keeps moving even if the English is simple.
That makes fluency feel much more possible.
And it is. When you stop trying to sound perfect and start using small, useful phrases, speaking becomes easier.
So the secret is not more thinking.
Exactly. It's less thinking and more responding.
I like that. Think less, speak more.
That's a great rule for English learners. The power of response starters.
Julia, you often talk about something called response starters. What does that mean exactly?
A response starter is a short phrase you use to begin speaking. It helps you start the answer without thinking about the whole sentence first.
So instead of planning everything, you just start.
Yes, once you start speaking, your brain relaxes and ideas come more easily. Starting is usually the hardest part.
That makes sense. What kinds of response starters do people use?
One common group is for agreeing. Simple phrases like, I think so, yes, exactly, or I agree are very helpful.
Those are easy, and they sound natural.
Another group is for buying time. You can say, let me think, or, well, that's a good question.
So you're thinking, but the conversation doesn't stop.
Exactly. You stay connected while your brain prepares the answer.
What about when you don't fully agree?
Then you can use soft disagreement. Phrases like, it depends, or, from my experience, help you share a different idea politely.
That sounds much safer than saying you're wrong.
Yes, and it reduces pressure. Pressure makes the brain tense, but response starters help you relax.
So the starter is like a warm-up for your mouth.
That's a good way to say it. When the mouth starts moving, the brain follows.
Many learners wait until the perfect sentence is ready.
And that waiting creates stress. With response starters, you don't wait, you begin.
So fluency starts with one small phrase.
Exactly. One simple start can change the whole conversation. What actually helps you speak?
Julia, after talking about what not to do, learners may ask one simple question. What actually helps people speak English more easily?
The first thing is to speak small, not perfect. Short and simple sentences are better than long and correct ones. Speaking small reduces fear and helps your mouth move.
Many learners think one sentence is not enough. They want to explain everything.
One sentence is powerful. When you answer with one sentence, your brain feels safe and speaking becomes possible.
Another helpful method is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to English and repeat it at the same time or just after. This trains your listening and speaking together.
Yes, shadowing connects your ears and mouth. You don't have time to translate, so you speak more naturally.
Repetition also helps. Saying the same sentence many times feels boring, but it works.
Yes, boring practice is often the best practice.
Daily habits matter too. Short speaking practice every day is better than long practice once a week.
These are micro habits. Micro habits are very small actions you do every day, like speaking for 1 or 2 minutes. They are easy to keep and help build confidence.
Many learners also try to think in English instead of translating. That sounds difficult.
You don't need full English sentences in your head. Just think in meaning, pictures, or key words.
So instead of translating every word, you focus on the idea. That helps your answer come faster.
Exactly. When you think in meaning, your brain works faster. Speaking feels more natural and less stressful.
So the key is small steps, short sentences, and daily practice.
Yes, speaking improves when you practice gently and often. You don't need perfection to make progress.
That sounds very doable. It feels less scary than many people think.
And that's important. When speaking feels safe, improvement comes naturally. Gentle practice.
Now let's practice together. Imagine this is a normal workday, from morning to evening.
You don't need to be fast or perfect. Just speak out loud, even quietly. Quiet speaking still trains your brain and mouth.
Let's start in the morning. A coworker says, "Good morning, how are you?"
You can say, "I'm good, thanks."
Or a little more, "I'm good, thanks, how about you?"
A more advanced answer, "I'm doing well, thanks for asking." Now you arrive at your desk and someone asks, "Did you get in okay?" What they really mean is, "Was your trip here fine?"
A simple answer is, "Yes, I did."
Or, "Yes, the traffic was fine."
A more advanced answer, "Yes, everything went smoothly." A bit later, your manager asks, "How is your work going?"
You can say, "It's going well."
Or, "It's going well so far."
A more advanced answer, "It's going well and I'm making good progress." Then a coworker asks, "What are you working on today?"
A simple answer, "I'm working on the report."
Or, "I'm working on the report this morning."
A more advanced answer, "I'm working on the report and preparing the final version." Now imagine someone says, "Can you send this today?"
You can answer, "Yes."
Or a little longer, "Yes, I'll send it soon."
A more advanced answer, "Yes, I'll send it by the end of the day."
Later, you're in a meeting. Someone asks, "Do you agree with this plan?"
You can answer, "Yes, I agree." Or, "Yes, I think it makes sense."
A more advanced answer, "Yes, I think this approach will work well." At the end of the meeting, the manager asks, "Any questions?"
You can say, "No questions."
Or, "No questions for now."
A more advanced answer, "No questions at the moment. Everything is clear." Now it's lunchtime. A coworker asks, "Do you want to join us for lunch?"
You can say, "Yes, sure."
Or, "Yes, that sounds good."
Or, "Yes, I'd love to join you." In the afternoon, someone asks, "Are you busy right now?"
A simple answer, "A little."
Or, "A little, but I can talk."
A more advanced answer, "I'm a bit busy, but I have a few minutes." At the end of the day, a coworker asks, "Are you heading out?"
You can say, "Yes, I'm leaving now."
Or, "Yes, I'm about to head out."
Finally, someone says, "See you tomorrow."
You can answer, "See you tomorrow. Have a good evening."
Notice something important. You didn't plan long sentences.
You just shared one idea at a time.
That's how speaking becomes faster and easier.
And remember, speaking quietly is still real speaking.
Your English doesn't need to be loud, it just needs practice.
Try this kind of speaking for 1 minute a day.
Small, calm practice builds real confidence in real speed.
Daily habits that build speed.
Now let's talk about something very important. How to build speaking speed in a way you can actually maintain.
Yes, because speed doesn't come from pushing yourself hard once. It comes from gentle practice that you can repeat every day.
Many learners ask, how long should I practice speaking? And the answer often surprises them.
You don't need a long time. 1 to 3 minutes is enough if you do it regularly.
Speaking speed grows through familiarity. That means your brain feels comfortable because it has seen the same words and situations many times before.
When something feels familiar, your brain doesn't panic. It relaxes, and your response comes out faster.
One easy habit is answering imaginary questions. For example, ask yourself, "How was your day?" and answer out loud.
You can say something simple like, "It was busy," or a little more, "It was busy but productive."
This may feel strange at first, but it's very effective. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imaginary conversations.
Another helpful habit is talking to yourself briefly, just 1 or 2 sentences.
For example, while making coffee, you can say, "I'm making coffee before work," or "I need to check my emails after this."
This kind of self-talk creates momentum. Momentum means once you start speaking, it becomes easier to keep going.
Yes, even a small start helps your brain move forward instead of freezing.
A third habit is repeating short phrases from podcasts or videos, like this one.
You don't need to repeat everything. Just choose one sentence that feels useful.
Pause the audio and say it once or twice. Even quiet repetition trains your mouth and memory.
The key is to keep it light. This is not about perfect pronunciation or grammar.
Exactly. Speed comes from familiarity, not force. When you stop forcing perfect English, your speaking becomes smoother.
Think of it like walking a familiar path. The more often you walk it, the easier it feels.
And if one day you only practice for 1 minute, that still counts.
Showing up matters more than doing a lot.
So choose one small habit today, just one.
Answer one imaginary question. Say one sentence to yourself. Repeat one phrase.
Small habits done daily quietly build real speaking speed.
And over time, you'll notice something important.
You'll stop thinking so much and start responding naturally. Before we finish today's episode, let's take a moment to think about your English journey so far. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
I want to remind you of one important thing. Progress in English is not about being fast. It's about moving forward little by little.
Yes, that's a great point. And today, we talked about how responding faster in English comes from simple thinking, not from perfect sentences.
We practiced using short answers, response starters, and one idea at a time instead of building long sentences in your head.
Small daily practice creates real change over time. 1 minute every day is often more powerful than one long study session once a week.
Many learners try very hard for a short time, then feel tired and stop. That's why consistency is more important than intensity.
Exactly. You don't need to study for hours to improve. You just need to return to English again and again, even on busy days.
Some days will feel easy, and some days will feel difficult. That's normal in any learning journey.
On hard days, showing up is already a win. Even listening quietly or saying one short sentence is real progress.
If you ever feel slow, remember how far you've already come. Understanding questions in English is already a big step forward.
And speaking will grow from that understanding, slowly and naturally. Trust the process and be patient with yourself.
In our next episode, we'll talk about something many learners ask us about: how to practice English alone.
We'll share simple and realistic ways to practice speaking and thinking in English, even if you don't have a teacher or a partner.
These are methods you can use at home, at work, or in your daily life.
And we'd love to hear from you. What do you want to learn more about in English?
What situations make you feel slow, nervous, or unsure when speaking?
Write your question or topic in the comments, and we'll choose some of them for future episodes.
Before you go, we have a very small challenge for you today.
Please speak one simple sentence in English out loud. Then, if you feel comfortable, write that sentence in the comments. For example, you can write, "I answered one question in English today."
Every time you take action like this, you help your brain remember what you learn. Small actions reinforce your English little by little.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. Even if you spoke quietly or made mistakes, you still did something good for your English.
If this episode helped you feel more confident, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more calm, real-life English practice for you.
You can also share this video with a friend who wants to practice English in a gentle way.
Take a deep breath and give yourself some credit.
Yes, your English brain deserves a small break.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and enjoy your English learning journey. Goodbye for now.